we're finally going to talk about the Line 6 FM4, this pedal that everyone keeps asking about. I'm finally going to cover this pedal with those 4 settings which I use the most, and in particular the throw away your television setting, which people is going crazy about it. First of all, I wanted to apologize because I've been really busy building those C1 crunches for you, which now I'm selling with some kind of pre-orders, and GF Fuzzes. I'm also been busy with the university, but finally here's the video. Without further ado, let's hear those settings, and I'm going to start with the rotary speaker effect, which I saved on this bank right here. So let's hear how it sounds, and then later we're going to talk about the actual settings. Here is my clean signal. Okay, as you can hear, it sounds faster or slower depending on my attack on the strings, and that's a feature of the spin cycle mode. So you have to set your FM4 on spin cycle. Then I have the frequency between 12 and 1 o'clock, which actually sets the frequency of the filter. Then I have my Q factor set between 11 and 12 o'clock, which sets actually your width, your Q factor of the wah-wah effect. Then I have my speed set between 1 and 2 o'clock, and this is the actually starting speed. When you attack slowly on strings, softly on strings, you start with this speed, and then with your mode knob you will actually control how much it will become faster. So it will become faster according to how you set this mode knob. If you set it on full, it will become really crazy fast if you attack stronger. Anyway, I set this at 9 o'clock, and then I have my mix at 1 o'clock, which actually blends your clean dry signal with the affected signal, and that's pretty much it. Okay, now we're going to cover the envelope filter effect, which I stored in this bank, and those are the actual settings. And it's the thrown up mode actually when you select the mode. And settings are like this envelope, you can see, as you can see. But anyway, I'm going to cover them one by one. The first one sets your frequency, and it's between 11 and 12 o'clock. The second one sets your Q factor, your width, and it's between 2 and 3 o'clock. The third one sets your range, and it's, let's say, at 11 o'clock, but just a little bit lower. Then the third knob, which it's labeled as mode, actually sets your kind of filter that you want. If you want a low pass filter, a band pass filter, or a high pass filter. As you grow, you're going from low pass to band pass to high pass filter. So actually now it's in low pass filter, and it's set let's say between 8 and 9 o'clock. Then we have the mix, which is at 2 o'clock, maybe slightly more, but it doesn't really change everything basically. So let's hear how this sounds. I'm on the neck pickup, but I'm going to switch as well to the bridge pickup. Okay, pretty straightforward. It's just an envelope filter, so nothing special about it. Then I have my Comet. In fact, it's the Comet Trails setting. It's labeled as Comet Trails. Let me set up my knobs. Those are my Comet settings. So frequencies on 1 o'clock. Width or Q factor is between 12 and 1 o'clock. Speed is actually how you like it, so I actually set it up pretty fast, but I don't actually remember where it was set. But you can set it as you like basically. Mode controls the gain of the effect, and it's set on 10 o'clock, and mix it's set on 2 o'clock, which controls actually the blend between dry and wet. This effect isn't really used by Frusciante, but it's something that I like, that I enjoy, so I just wanted to share it with you. Let's hear how this sounds. Okay, so this was the comet effect. I hope that you liked it. I don't really use it much, but it's kinda cool sometimes. And finally, what everyone was expecting, I guess that you skipped to this point and you basically jumped all those settings to get there, but here it is, the throw away your television sound. Okay, so finally those are the settings. You need to place your selector on the Obi-Wan mode. It is called Obi-Wan, but it's actually something based on an analog pedal, which is called sample and hold filter effect. And this information is provided by the great my friend Oliver. Thanks to him, go to check out his channel, amazing videos. Anyway, let's go back to the settings. The first knob sets your frequency, and I set it between 12 and 1 o'clock. The Q factor, the width of the effect, is set between 3 and 4, but it's tiny bit closer to 4. The speed knob, it's set between 1 and 2 o'clock, but it's tiny bit closer to 1. But anyway, you can set this by ear hearing the song actually, so it's not really a big issue. The mode knob, which controls the low pass, band pass or high pass filter, like I said before, it's set between 9 and 10, but it's really much closer to 10. It should still be a low pass filter, but less accentuated, I guess. And the mix knob, it's forever set on 2 o'clock, maybe a little bit more towards to 3 o'clock, but I would stick with 2 o'clock. Now, what I'm going to do is, first of all, switch to my bridge pickup. First thing to do. Then I'm going to let you hear how this sounds just with this pedal with those settings. And after, I'm going to stop and talk to you about what pedals you need to make that solo, basically. So let's hear how this sounds. Okay, so this was just this pedal with this effect with those settings. It obviously didn't sound right to you probably, and you're right, and that's because you need to play that solo with other pedals, not only with the Line 6 FM4. And basically the song starts on the bridge pickup with a slapback delay, which I just engaged, and then it adds a slow phaser effect, which I'm going to engage right now. Then when he gets in the solo part, he engages the MXR microamp, which gives you a huge crunch, and then the Obi-Wan effect. So let's see how this sounds and look at what pedals I'm switching on or off. Okay, everything is off, and just look closely at what I switch on or off. Okay, that was it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that finally this video solved all your problems and issues about this pedal. I actually don't know really how Frusciante set up this pedal and what kind of effects he set on this pedal, but for sure, if you are searching for a rotary effect to emulate his Moog stuff, this is really great. If you search for a kinda cool envelope effect, that's great. The throwaway your television sound, it's definitely there. Plus you can basically set really a lot of effects on those banks. Yeah, as I said before, I'm working on a sample and hold effect, but it's kinda cleanish. This one is really dirty when played, so it depends on what you need to do and on what you like. But anyway, this was it. If this video is been helpful to you, please subscribe, leave a comment. Oh, and by the way, this was the first time that I actually recorded with my new setup, with a microphone and SM57. So please let me know if the recording was good enough, if you found some issues, if I can get better with it. Yes, for sure I can get better, but suggest me something, please. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Please subscribe, thumbs up, everything. Bye bye.